are making a summertime staple in the Vitale household. We're making my grilled seafood salad. It's easy, it's simple, it's scrumptious, and it screams summer by the sea. And if you grew up on the Mediterranean, then something as simple as this just brings you so much joy, and I cannot wait to share it with you. I don't think we've done a seafood salad here in Laura in the Kitchen in a very long time, and it's nothing fancy. There's no mayo in here whatsoever, but we're gonna get a ton of flavor from the charcoal grill, and we're gonna marry it with a few really fresh, bright flavors, and it's just gonna be fantastic. Before I touch my seafood, I'm gonna add my olive oil and salt, because once I start tossing the seafood and talking to you about the seafood, I don't wanna have to come in here and grab my oil bottles and whatnot. You can really use any seafood that you'd like. I'm using calamari, whole calamari. I'm using cooked octopus and shrimp because that's what I love. I find it easily available in my grocery store. You can buy the calamari and the octopus and even the shrimp, really good kinds, really good brands, in the frozen section if you can't find it fresh, and I'm never disappointed. Now the octopus tentacles, these are already pre-cooked, like they're pre-boiled. So all these need is to be reheated through on the grill. So these are just gonna take a few minutes on the grill, but they're already cooked. And sometimes they'll need, just gonna grab this little guy, they'll need just a little bit of trimming, but not usually, but if they do need a little bit of trimming, you can just do that really easily. For the shrimp, I'm using sort of a mid-size shrimp. Listen, we're gonna cut this up, so it's not like it's, we're gonna cut it in half when it's cooked, so it's not like we're here for a big jumbo shrimp. You just want a good quality shrimp, and you know, if you can find one at a good price, that's even better. But that's pretty much all you're gonna need for this portion. I do think, and it's not a requirement, but it is a preference, I do think this tastes best when grilled on the charcoal grill. You get an extra layer of flavor from the charcoal grill that you simply just don't get otherwise, okay? And I think it's worth doing if you already have a charcoal grill. I think it's worth lighting it, and I think it's worth exploring. The very bottom pieces of the tentacles of the octopus, I'm gonna remove those just because they're really thin and they're gonna kind of mess up my grill anyway, and kind of maybe even fall through the grates, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna move those out of the way. And then my best friend on the grill when I'm cooking fish or seafood is this guy. It's well loved, and I want you to know that it's well loved. It's like a little basket, really. And the reason why this is so fantastic is because I can lay all my seafood on there at the same time, and I don't have to worry about the seafood, the shrimp, or anything falling through my grates. Now, I'm gonna have to cook this in batches because you don't want to overcrowd the pan ever, but I'm gonna do my octopus and my shrimp on, well, you know what? I'll do my shrimp and my octopus, that's what I meant to say, I don't know why I took those off, together, and then I'll do my calamari separate. But basically, I'm just gonna put these on here, close the top, secure it, and then pop these on the grill, and they're only gonna take about 2 minutes on each side because I do have a screaming hot charcoal grill ready for them, and that's exactly what I want. You don't wanna burn them, but you do want some char. So I'm gonna lock this up and get this on the grill. My seafood looks gorgeous. I popped it on my charcoal grill and I grilled it for literally about 2 to 3 minutes on one side and like 2 minutes on the other side. I did take out the shrimp. I left the octopus on there and I added my calamari and I let that go for a few more minutes, and it's really perfect. You can do it on the charcoal, you can do it on the gas grill, you can do it pretty much even on the indoor grill pan, okay? Now I'm gonna put together my remaining elements to my salad before I go ahead and chop the seafood. I've got some fennel here, and I want everything very, very thinly sliced. If you don't like fennel, you can absolutely omit it. In this household, we are big fennel eaters, and it does go particularly well with grilled seafood as well, and it's one of those things that doesn't lose texture, so it just gives you a really nice fresh crunch as you're eating it, and it's just so good. It reminds me of my nono. My nono used to eat pieces of fennel like as like a digestive in between courses. So good. I'm also very thinly slicing a shallot. You could use an onion, but an onion's a little bit strong. So if you want to use an onion, I would just soak it in some ice water first, just to get rid of some of that really strong onion flavor, because it can overpower something as delicate as seafood, and you don't want to lose that charcoal flavor because that really adds to the salad. I'm just going to do one whole shallot. I want to thinly slice some celery, but I'm actually going to peel it first, just the very outer layer, because all those stringy bits always ruin my salad experience and I cannot stand it. So I tend to just peel them off like that and then just slice it so thin. I want the juice of a whole lemon. I also added some finely chopped parsley. I want the juice of a whole lemon. 1 clove of garlic that I've just halved, just because I want it to infuse, but I don't want it to be really strong. Salt, extra virgin olive oil. Set that aside. Give that like a nice little tossy toss. I'll use a fork. Set that aside. This is going to be the flavor base to your seafood. And it already looks fantastic. And now I'm just going to go ahead and set this here and just chop all of my seafood. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I am going to pretty much cut everything into like even pieces. The little tentacles of the calamari don't even need to be chopped. Adding in some olives. This is an olive medley, but I would do either castelvetrano or calamata, gaeta, something like that. And then just give everything a really nice toss. And this does benefit from sitting in the fridge a bit and all the flavors to marry and just do all kinds of wonderful, glorious things. But it's delicious. I mean, honestly, the charcoal does add something really spectacular to this, but as I've told you, you can make this in an indoor grill pan, whatever you've got, and it's wonderful. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a bite, even though it's not cooled or set or anything. I don't care. It's so good, such a favorite. You will love it. We make it all summer long for a reason. And I know that you will too. Add some steamed clams, steamed mussels, any fish that you like to this that will go well and stand up to the pungent dressing, and you are in business. Go to laurainthekitchen.com for the written recipe. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.